Hey guys, Chef Nice again, the chef that isn't a chef. Today, let me back it up. Back in January when it was my birthday, I went to a local restaurant over here that's fairly new called the Lincoln Pen. Got to know the assistant manager, came around, introduced himself, this, that, and the other. Got to know the bartenders. They make crafted cocktails. Anyway, it's a little bit on the expensive side. The manager comes over, finds out I'm there celebrating my birthday. So I posted it on Facebook back in January, this Nutella Budino dessert, an Italian, looks like a pudding dessert, all right? So I told myself I won't make this thing somehow, or a variation of it, of course. So I went online, I saw a recipe, so it's pretty basic, but based on what they do over there, and I'm going to use the ingredients that I have in-house. Again, how it's going to turn out, I really don't know. Using Nutella, this stuff is great. I mean, really good. And if you have a little imagination, this thing can go anywhere. Very spreadable. I'm going to use some heavy whipping cream, all right? No big deal there. I'm also going to use this salted caramel, all right? Salted caramel. This came from Harris Teeter. All this stuff came from Harris Teeter. And then I've got in a saucepan over here, you don't need to see, it's not a big deal. It's a little bit of unflavored gelatin that I have diluted, whatever the recipe said, with some warm water. This is basically a tablespoon of warm water to 2.5 teaspoons of unflavored gelatin. All right, and I've got it. I've already diluted it. Okay, you can't see it. Well, maybe you can like this. All right, there's some of it. I've got it in a pan of warm water to keep it soluble so it doesn't harden up. And then the recipe is basically large jar of Nutella, 3.2 cups of heavy cream, but screw the 0.2, I'll go 0.25. All right, what I'm gonna do is heat it in the saucepan over medium heat for several minutes to get it nice and smooth. And then I'm gonna add that warm unflavored gelatin to that heavy cream and Nutella mixture, and whisk it till it's nice and smooth. And then what I'm gonna do is, I don't have any jars, but I do have some martini glasses that I haven't used in God knows when. And I am going to decorate these martini glasses, and then I'm going to chill it for several hours. It says like 6 hours. And then when it comes out, I'm going to put some whipped cream. I don't need to show you whipped cream. I think we all know what whipped cream in a can looks like. And I'm going to sprinkle it with, it says cocoa powder. I don't have cocoa powder. I do have some hot chocolate, which is like cocoa powder. This Ghirardelli, or however you want to call it. I'm gonna sprinkle some of that on top, and we'll see what happens. And also, part of the formula, it's not in this recipe, but again, when they use the Lincoln Pen, they use fresh raspberries, then they make a puree out of it, and they strain it to get the seeds out, and they use that as part of their Nutella Budino. I'm not buying raspberries, I'm not pureeing, I'm not doing that, because remember, these are simple, quick and easy recipes for us non-cooks. But I did have some platescapes from Smucker's that I can't find in the grocery store, so it must be in probably one of the wholesale places. But you see these, they decorate the plates, you go in the fancy restaurants. Well, this is raspberry, all right? And I'm gonna add this into the layers when I layer the glass, and we'll see what it looks like later. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this right now. Again, I'm gonna spoon 3.25 cups of heavy cream in with the Nutella, and I'll show you once it's smoothed out, and I add the gelatin to it, and then we'll just go from there and see how it looks. All right, as you can see, it's over a medium high heat with the heavy cream and the Nutella, and I'm just stirring it. I'm not really whisking it because I don't think I want the heavy cream to whip up. But so I'm stirring it, see how dark it's getting. We'll go get this smooth and creamy. And then I'll add the gelatin to it. And then once I do that and stir it around a little bit more to even it out, I'm going to pour this into the, look at that, that's nice. I'm going to pour it into the glasses so I can chill it. The recipe says stir for 2 or 3 minutes, but you see that? That's nice and smooth right now. So we're pretty much done with that. Heat this up just a little bit. My sister-in-law makes fun of me because I say little bit all the time. That's because I don't, like I said, I don't write things down. So I'm redissolving the gelatin I had in there, not much water. There we go. A little warm water. All right. And that's it. Turn it off. Okay. All right, now I'm taking the salted caramel, and I'm actually just using a fork just to see how this would do, just to drizzle around the edges and all that for the small flavoring. I don't think it really has to be it. Doesn't really have to be any kind of design, really. I'm just doing this more for my benefit more than anything else. Okay. All right. Then I'll finish up with the other ones. But this is just a show. And then I'm going to pour some of the mixture. I'm going to stop right there. A bit of raspberry. And we'll finish it up. And that's what I'm going to chill. And then I'll come back later and we'll see how it turns out. Final product. All right, 6.5 hours later, I'm not wearing my jacket because it's around 10 o'clock at night. I'm pulling out the Nutella out of the refrigerator. All right, there it is. Little whipped cream. Okay. Give it a little, do it this way. A little bit more raspberry sauce. And a little dusting of the cocoa, but in my case, it's the hot chocolate Ghirardelli. I still have a raspberry to put on top. We'll see what happens. All right. Taste the salted caramel on the bottom and on the sides. The raspberry that's in there, boy, I tell you what. This is it. Now, there's no way in hell I'm gonna eat all this. There's like 6 of these in there. It's too rich, but one a day, one every other day, something like that to get rid of it. Yep. The only thing I see that I could have done different to thicken this up even more is add a little bit more of the gelatin. And damn, I've got it all over me. Screw it. First time I don't wear my jacket, this is what happens. Anyway, it's the nasi. This is my masterclass on quick and easy desserts, something different. See you guys. Bye.